and welcome to Looking at the Markets with David Modell. I want to encourage you to try out Heiken Ashi candles. Even if you already tried them out and put them aside because you didn't like them, or maybe you never tried them before, I really want you to consider them. I do coach people, and I've found that Heiken Ashi candles can help a lot of people who are more visual, people who might have trouble interpreting visually regular candlesticks. These are regular Japanese candlesticks, and they're fine for a lot of people, but sometimes if you're more of a visual person, and you might just see a jumble of candles sometimes, and it's hard to tell maybe which way the direction or trend is. And so I put up, well, first of all, this is tradingview.com, and I'm using the daily candlestick chart. Okay, but everything I'm saying today could apply to other time frames as well. It doesn't have to be daily. And I'm using Apple stock. Okay, so the daily candlestick chart for Apple stock. Each candlestick represents 1 day of price action, and I put a moving average up there. That's the blue line, the 8-period EMA, exponential moving average. And so I'm using that to help me determine which way the trend is going, whether that blue line is trending upwards or downwards. Without the blue line up there, you might just see a jumble of candles, and it might be hard to tell, what the trend is, up, down, or sideways. So one way to help fix this is to just consider, instead of using regular Japanese candlesticks, how about on TradingView, go over here, and it says candles. If you hover over it, click on it, and you get different types of candles, including the Heiken Ashi, and you can click on that and look at the difference. Look how much easier that is to read it, to interpret it. All right. So you don't even need the moving average line anymore. I can tell where the trend is just by the colors of the candlesticks. When you get a bunch of green candles in a row, you know the trend is going to be up. And when you get a bunch of red candles in a row, you know the trend is going to be down. Some people even use this to help them trade. If the candlesticks are green, then that could be considered bullish. And if you have a lot of red candles, that could be considered bearish, and that could be part of your trading strategy, possibly. Okay. Also notice that the candles are much more connected. All right. Each candle is connected to the previous one. Like physically connected in space. All right. As opposed to the regular candles, like especially with the daily candles, you're going to get some gap ups, some gap downs, and so you have candles that are not connected to each other. And so, it might be harder to read it visually for some people. So be aware, though, that you get a truer reading of the price, okay? In other words, regular Japanese candlesticks reflect the actual price of the stock or cryptocurrency, whatever it is, more accurately and more precisely than the Heiken Ashi candles. Let me put it on Heiken Ashi here, which are not as true a reflection of the actual price. Okay, so don't count on Heiken Ashi candles to show you where the actual price is. Okay, it's more interpretive, but if you have a trading strategy where the candles don't have to show the exact price at every single moment, then this could be visually much easier for people. Notice how you have a strong uptrend. All these candles are above the line. They're all the same color. And when you start to see the color change, especially for a certain number of candles in a row, Heiken Ashi candles in a row, let's say, that could be a signal to you to maybe turn bearish. That's one way of looking at it, all right? So I would, again, just recommend trying it out with demo or virtual trading. I don't want you to test something out or experiment with real money until you get used to it and you've tried it and you really believe in it. And always have an exit strategy, okay? And use small position sizes. Respect your stop losses at all times, no matter what strategy you're using. Safety is first, always, okay? But you could compare Heiken Ashi candles to your regular candles and decide for yourself which one is better. Maybe none of them are better. Maybe it's just different, but it might be easier to follow the Heiken Ashi candles. All right, so I hope this is helpful and motivational to you. All right, I didn't give you all the basics, like what is a Heiken Ashi candle, all that stuff. I have a separate video on that, so I'll let you click on that if you want to. But otherwise, by all means, feel free to check it out, and I think you might like it. All right, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I will talk to you again soon.